This is Blaze Fielding coming at you from those streets of rage.
We could start in for some of these games. Now again, I have not sorted these out, but what I would like to do is as I go through the games in my collection, I'm going to pull out the ones that received a lot of gameplay. And sometimes I wonder when we rate games as reviewers, when we rate them based on popularity or impact or influence on the gaming world, et cetera, does that match with the number of hours that you play? Because I find there's some disparity between the games that I mentally rate highly and the games I actually play a lot. And a lot of times they're the same. But a lot of times they're not. I'm like, oh, that's a great game. Oh, I love that game. I'm so proud to have that in my collection. And I rarely play it. And I rarely played it when it was new. Or played it once. Or, you know, tried it a couple times and that was it. Never finished it. So is that a great game? You know, is that a game that is great? Is that your personal great game? I think the hours played has to rate somewhere into it. Even if it was frustrating, and your frustration ended in defeat, where you're like, oh man, I played that for days, for weeks, I could never finish it, boom, gone. I'm over it. But it brought that out of you. It brought the gameplay hours out of you. It made you come back and fight it to try and win. And I think that has a place in a game's ability to entertain, or to occupy time, or to keep you engaged. Any game that frustrates you, that you can walk away from at any time and pick up something else, but you keep coming back to beat, has got to say something. So I am going to, as we go, I am going to sort these by a very rough guesstimate of total gameplay hours. You know, what were the top gameplay hours? Not necessarily this is a great game, or I loved it, or I finished it 12 times, or whatever. You know, what were the games that you spent hour upon hour on versus a game that you played twice and say, oh yeah, that's great, I love it. And your graphics were amazing, but I played it twice, or I finished it once and never came back to it. Like case in point with Populous. I played it, I beat it, never went back. Is that a great game? Yeah, it was a great game. Was it influential? It certainly was. Should it be in the highest echelon of a top 10? No. No, because I never went back to it. I never felt the desire to go back and go through it again or play it again. It never brought me back. It kept me entertained for a certain period of time, and that was it. And once that was done, I had zero desire, and there's a lot of games like that. I'm just finding that as I do these videos, I start thinking about these games, and I'm like, man, I'm about to do a review, or I'm about to tout this game as an excellent game, and I've had no desire to pick that up since I bought it. So I'm going to do a review about this game, as how great this game is, and I played it. Yeah, did I play it? Sure, I played it. How much did I play it? Do I consistently play it? Case in point, game, you know, Street Fighter. Consistently play it, consistently love it. It's amazing, fantastic. You know, am I going to continue? I can pick up any Street Fighter, any version, and enjoy myself. And I'll play it and play it and play it and play it. That's why I like fighting games so much. I come back to them, I get my money's worth out of them. Did I get my money's worth out of Populous? No. That was an expensive game back in the day, and I paid the price. It was like 60 or 69, something like that. And I paid the price for it, but did I get my money out? No way. Jump cut. Fantastic. Fantastic. All right, everybody. There we go. Okay. Let's throw that back there. Okay, now let's do this stack. We'll do the stacks, and then I'm gonna do a little extra and do accessories. Okay, Revenge of Shinobi. One thing I want to talk about a little bit is these cases and how they're made and the plastic they were used. These have not been babied Okay, they have not been babied. Some of them have been sitting in a garage, and again, some of my paper boxes reflect that. But the plastic used has not dried or cracked. The cases are in impeccable shape. The games are in impeccable shape. My books are in impeccable shape, all because of these cases. Man, was I sad when they went to those tall plastic cases. Again, whoever advised them of those in the Sega CD land, oh my God, what a mistake. These were such gorgeous cases. To this day, the best game cases ever. Ever. Okay, the best game cases ever. You can even hang them. You can still hang them. I mean, it's just amazing, amazing cases. And I love these. Best cases ever. And they're still going strong, and they're still like as beautiful as the day I bought them. I mean, what? How do you achieve that? I mean, it's amazing. Just fantastic. Okay, just fantastic. All right, Revenge of Shinobi. I mean, did I buy this yesterday? Did I buy this yesterday? Revenge of Shinobi. This is definitely going in the gameplay pile. I played that a lot and enjoyed it. Sometimes I would pick this up and just play to the boss with the first boss with the big sword and the armor that changes color with the big crescent moon. And that was so atmospheric. I wish that level would have gone on forever. It was just gorgeous. Nighttime, Japan, bamboo. I mean, just beautiful, beautiful. So definitely, I'm going to pull you guys back. I know you guys are like the money shot. The money shot. We'll leave Musha out there. All right. Troubleshooter. We'll just grab this one. Troubleshooter. Again, looks like the day I bought it. This has a patent. This is a patent thing in there. This is brand new. This is starting to get a lot of notoriety. It's a little bit of an obscure title. Even when I bought it, I'm like, this is an obscure title. What kind of grabbed me was this cover art, which was so cheesy. Sometimes I look at something that's that cheesy. It's a Vic Tokai title, Troubleshooter. It's just so cheesy. It's just crazy. So, Troubleshooter. Again, have I played this a lot? No. Is it a unique title? Have I tried it and enjoyed playing a little bit of it? Yeah, but no, that's going over here. Batman by Sunsoft. I just got another Sunsoft title for the Sega Saturn, which was Astra Superstars. It's a fighting game. It's amazing. I want to do a review on it ASAP. But just FYI, this Sunsoft game got a lot of play. This was probably the first Batman game that I enjoyed thoroughly. Played it, finished it. While it was new, I played it and finished it, loved it. Did I come back to it again and again? No. When it first came out, yeah. But we're still, again, you gotta come back again and again. Eternal Champions. I like fighting games. I don't think this is a bad one. No book. Case is great. I'm missing my tag up top too. So the case is a little. It's a Blockbuster Video one. I grabbed this as a Blockbuster Video discount one because I wasn't willing to buy it back in the day. There's a lot of hype around it, but it was kind of like Sega trying too hard to be Street Fighter, where I wish they would have just. The thing about Capcom that Capcom knows and they don't really monkey with a lot is the formula of Street Fighter. And I think Sega wanted to come out and do something unique. They didn't want to be accused of copycatting. Hey, copycat, just make it a quality copycat. Okay, this was kind of a weird title. Like Street Fighter, man, you can pick it up and play. If you're an amateur, you can button mash. You can't really button mash in this game. I mean, it's just strange. It's just odd. Is it an important game to have in a Genesis collection? Yes, because it represents a period of time where, a lot of times Sega would go up head-to-head against Nintendo and win, like with Mortal Kombat. In my mind, they won that one. they would go up against Nintendo and lose, and they should have gone to Capcom and said, design us a fighter, distinguish it from Street Fighter, design us a fighter, if they had the ability to do that, or Konami or another really good publisher. But no, definitely this got a little bit of gameplay, and I'm like, this is not my cup of tea. Back to Super Nintendo Street Fighter. Dynamite Duke. Dynamite Duke was a lot of fun. I have played this an awful lot, but is it something I constantly come back to? No. What I liked about it was kind of like, it was close to some of the Neo Geo, wireframe first person or third person behind the shoulder perspective. And I like that. I wanted to get as close to that Neo Geo experience. So I played this quite a bit when it came out.
Subscribe or get beat up by a girl.